Caitlin Clark, who is coming off back-to-back Final Fours, said Tuesday the intensity, pressure, and win-or-go-home situation are similar to college, but still different as a rookie at the pro level. "It's a learning process for me, too," Clark said. "Obviously, this is my first playoff. It's a lot of us on this team's first playoff. We're all kind of going through it at the same point and learning. You don't always know what to expect because a lot of us have never been here. Every other team has at least one veteran, and usually multiple, who has reached the finals or won championships. DeWanna Bonner, who guarded Clark for the first time in Game 1, won 2 titles in Phoenix. The Mercury won it all her rookie year in 2009, but she came off the bench. Bonner, 37, will play in her 82nd playoff game Wednesday in her 62nd playoff start. Alyssa Thomas will play in her 42nd playoff game, Brianna Jones in her 32nd, and DiJonai Carrington in her 22nd. It's knowing what to expect from the environment and understanding that the margin for error is so much smaller, Sun head coach Stephanie White said that ahead of coaching her 20th playoff game, which includes 11 during the Fever's 2015 run to the finals. Thomas said she remembered coming into her first playoff in 2017 as part of a young Sun group with confidence back when it was single elimination. She didn't necessarily understand what it took to come in ready to play and live through the ups and downs of a playoff environment. "No one can explain it," she said. "It's a higher level of competition one has to live through to understand." The more experienced Mercury knocked them out 2 years in a row, despite the Sun being the higher seed. "We hadn't been there, and they had," Thomas said. "It showed, but we also remembered that feeling and just kept building up." Dunn's 3-year plan for the Fever ended with "make the playoffs," and they've done that with aplomb. The Fever wrapped up the number 6 seed weeks before the season ended to reach their first postseason since 2016 in a league that welcomes 75% of its teams to the party. The head coach of the Fever's 2012 championship team didn't put a time frame on the next step of a winning title, but did indicate the team would be active in free agency again to fill parts of the gap. The Sun showed their championship experience, and it carries over to your teammates. "It's contagious," Dunn said. "And so we've got to move down that path where we've got more people with that type of experience. They can only go with who they have now." The Fever remain in a deep playoff experience deficit, but that number will now move from 19 to 31 games. "We can learn from that in some regard," Lexi Hull said, "that every possession means something, and that we all 5 on the court need to just be really locked in and competing and diving for those loose balls. It just means so much, especially tomorrow in Game 2.